It's a name recognized around the world by skiers, snowboarders, backcountry powder hounds, and all mountain riders. Pryor has built a reputation for its design and construction of high-performance equipment. They pride themselves on their craftsmanship, easily showcased during factory tours.
Hi, Chris.
Heather, hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Yes.
I've seen your boards, I've seen your skis, all on the mountain, but I want to know how they're made.
You know what? I think we could probably provide that service for you, but the crew's downstairs and he'd be more than happy to show you around.
Okay, let's have a look.
Excellent.
The Pryor story began in 1989. Chris Pryor went from manufacturing high-end windsurfers to custom snowboards for friends and pro riders.
It was a real sort of cult underground following amongst the high-end pros. I never advertised, but they always found my number. I had a 4-car garage and I heated it with a fireplace.
Close to 25 years later, the Pryor name holds true to its roots, maintaining a high standard for quality rather than quantity. While it has grown from 5 to more than 1,000 snowboards, splitboards, and skis per year, Pryor continues to manufacture custom, handcrafted equipment. Located in Function Junction, it's a small shop with a big reputation.
So Chris, this is where it all begins.
This is the start of the ski and the snowboard. We have, if you look around here, a variety of different templates that represent the shape that we're using. We call it a sandwich construction, just like making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, just different layers depending on how much you want. Will dictate the taste or the flavor or the ride. So we have a top sheet material here. It's a really thin nylon, very durable.
The top of the board has a thin nylon protective sheet which supports the graphics, many of which are designed by local artists. Beneath it are layers of fiberglass, metal, and a wood core made from maple or aspen. Once all pieces are assembled, it's on to the laminating room, a critical part of the process.
The structural integrity of the board or ski depends on how well the materials have been glued together properly. If there's one dry spot, one area that was not sufficient amount of glue, it could potentially create an issue with the product.
Not often viewed on traditional tours, we're given a quick snapshot of the Pryor press, where products spend roughly 30 minutes under high pressure and heat.
So this is what the product book looks like when it comes off the press. All the various layers have been laminated and that soft epoxy has solidified. So that gives it the integrity, the strength, the performance characteristics. And once it's all cut off, the ski or the snowboard comes out looking like this.
The excess material is cut off with a bandsaw and the product begins to take shape, but it's far from over. The sidewalls are cleaned up and the base goes through a rigorous grinding process.
So Chris, this is basically the final stage of the process.
The final step, yes, it's the unveiling of the artist's graphics.
The protective layer is removed and the product is given a final inspection before it's ready to be picked up or shipped out.
Everybody downstairs, everybody in the shop is extremely passionate about what they do, so they are conscious of making sure attention to detail is impeccable. They don't let one part slide through that could possibly in any which way dictate to an inferior product.
From start to finish, it's a unique, hands-on process, all part of the pride behind the Pryor name. From Whistler, I'm Heather Butts for Shaw TV.